Color Guard, attention. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the opening ceremonies. Color Guard, forward, march. Color Guard, halt. Color Guard, cross the colors. Color Guard, present the colors. Scout salute. Everyone, please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Color Guard, post the colors. Two, Color Guard, retreat. Please join me in the reciting of the Scout Oath. On my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to God and my country, to obey the Scout law, to help other people at all times, to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight. 2, please be seated. Good afternoon. My name is Zachary Sass. As Senior Patrol Leader for Troop 2, it is my pleasure to call this Eagle Court of Honor to order. I would like to introduce today's Masters of Ceremonies, Dave Stanko.
Thanks, Zach. I have the pleasure of being a Master of Ceremonies. Oh. It was okay. It was a setup. I have the pleasure of being Master of Ceremonies for this Eagle Court of Honor to recognize the accomplishments of Talan Hutton. To earn the highest rank in scouting, a scout must spend a great deal of time and effort fulfilling the requirements of rank advancement. Talan's efforts, as well as those of his scout leaders and family, culminate today in the presentation of the Eagle Scout Badge. This is an occasion for pride and joy, as well as a time for reflection. At this point, I would like to call upon the troop's chaplain aide, Brad Simcox, to ask for God's blessing on this ceremony.
Thank you, Dave. May we bow our heads together in prayer. Lord, you bring us together this afternoon to honor an Eagle Scout. We acknowledge your guidance in helping youth and adults work together to build strong character, physical fitness, ethical leadership, and appreciation of the outdoors. Lord, continue to watch over these scouts as they grow into adults. Give the adults the patience and wisdom to guide them. Amen.
Thanks, Brad. Scoutmaster Andrew Jenkins, would you please come up?
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Andrew Jenkins, Scoutmaster of Troop 2. Today, I present Eagle candidate Talan Hutton for the rank of Eagle Scout. As we begin this Eagle Court of Honor and examine the trail to Eagle, it is fitting that we began today with a pledge and an oath. The Scout oath that we recited is the guiding principle of Scouting. The Scout oath sets our internal direction. We declare our duty to God, country, others, and self. Also, within the oath are the rules we must follow to provide guidelines to our duties. The rules of Scouting are found in the 12 points of the Scout Law. Let us pay careful attention to the words and rededicate ourselves to the principles contained in these words. Please, Scouts, join me in reciting the Scout Law. So stand up, please. A Scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. Thank you. 2, you may take your seats. Go ahead, Gavin.
The appeal of the majestic eagle has been felt by individuals from prehistoric times to present day. To the Egyptians, the eagle was the messenger to the gods in the sun, a symbol of eternal life. To the Romans, he was the carrier of Jupiter's thunderbolts and a sign of power. To the American Indians, he stood as the incentive to valor and the pledge of victory. For us today, the eagle is the living symbol of courageous and freedom-aspiring Americans. When the badge of rank for Eagle Scouts was designed in 1912, a small silver eagle was suspended from a tricolor ribbon of red, white, and blue. It remains so today.
The foremost responsibility of an Eagle Scout is to live with honor. To an Eagle Scout, honor is the foundation of character. He knows that a Scout lives honorably, not only because of the infinite importance of himself, but because the vital significance of the example he sets to other Scouts. Living honorably reflects credit upon his home, his troop, his church, and his community. The foremost responsibility of an May the white of the Eagle Scout badge remind you to always live with honor.
The second responsibility of the Eagle Scout is loyalty. A Scout is true to his family, leaders, friends, Scout, and nation. His loyalty to his troop and brother Scouts makes him pitch in and carry his share of the load. All of these help build the loyalty, which means devotion to community, to country, to one's ideals, and to God. May the blue of the Eagle Scout badge always inspire your loyalty.
The third responsibility of the Eagle Scout is to be courageous. Courage is a quality by which men measure in themselves and others. To a Scout, bravery means not only the courage to face physical danger, but the determination to stand up for his rights. Trusting in God with faith with his fellow citizens, he looks forward to each day, seeking to share of the world's work. May the red of the Eagle Scout badge always remind you of courage.
The fourth responsibility of an Eagle Scout is to be cheerful. To remind the Eagle Scout to always wear a smile, the red, white, and blue ribbon is attached to the scroll of the Second Class Scout Award, which has its end turned up in a smile.
The final responsibility of an Eagle Scout is service. The Eagle extends a helping hand to those who still toil up Scouting's trail, just as others helped him in his climb to Eagle Scout. The performance of daily good turns takes on a new meaning. When he enters an adult life of counting services to others, the Eagle stands as the protector of the weak and helpless. He aids and comforts the unfortunate and the oppressed. He upholds the right of others while defending his own. He is always prepared to put forth his best.
Talan, you are deserving of much credit in having achieved Scouting's highest rank. Wear your award with humility, ever mindful that the Eagle Scout is looked up to as an example. May the Scout Oath and Scout Law be your guide for tomorrow and onward. Honor Guard, please bring him up. You are about to join the ranks of Eagle Scouts. Before doing so, however, we ask you to recommit yourself to the Scouting's essential principles.
I don't even know what I'm looking at up here. I'm going to be honest. All right, I got it. We're good. You good? I think so. Yep. Thank you. You ready, Tom? All right. I would like to ask all the Eagle Scouts in the audience to stand up and be reminded of when they became Eagle Scouts and the vows and oaths they took at that time. Talan Hutton, I have the honor to give you the Eagle Scout charge on the occasion of your elevation to the highest rank in Scouting. The Scout of all nations constitute one of the most wholesome and significant movements in the world's history. You've been judged by the Boy Scouts of America of being worthy of the highest rank in this great movement. All who know you rejoice in your achievement. Your position, as you know, is one of honor and responsibility. You are a marked man. As an Eagle Scout, you have assumed a solemn obligation to do your duty to God, to country, to your fellow Scouts, and to mankind in general. This is a great undertaking. As you live up to your obligations, you bring honor to yourself and to your brother Scouts. America has many good things to give you, but these things depend for the most part on the quality of our citizens. Our country has had a great past, and you can help make the future even greater. I charge you, Talan Hutton, to undertake your citizenship with a solemn dedication. Be a leader, but lead only towards the best. Lift up every task you do and every office you hold to the highest level of service to God and to your fellow man. So live and serve, that those who know you will be inspired to finer living. We have too many who use their strength and their brains to exploit others and gain selfish ends. I charge you to be among those who dedicate their skills and ability to the common good. Build America on the solid foundation of clean living, honest work, unselfish citizenship, and reverence for God. And whatever others may do, you will leave behind a record which every other Scout may be justly proud. Talan Hutton, you will now rededicate yourself by repeating the Scout Oath. Repeat it slowly. Resolve to maintain the perseverance that has brought you this far. Repeat me the Scout Oath, Talan.
On my honor, I will do my best
to do my duty to God and my country, to obey the Scout law, to help others at all time, to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight.
Good job, Tom. Your conduct along the trail has been excellent. You have rededicated yourself to the principles of scouting, but one more thing is important: your future. As an Eagle Scout, you become a guide to other scouts of lower rank. You become an example in your community. Remember that your actions are now a little more conspicuous, and people will expect more from you. Do you know what conspicuous means, Talan?
Yes.
Okay. To falter in your responsibility could not only reflect upon you, but on your fellow Eagle Scouts and all of Scouting. The torch you carry is not only yours, but is ours also. Talan, I challenge you to enter this Eagle Scout brotherhood, holding ever before you, with reservation, the ideals of honor and service. By the repetition of the Eagle Scout promise before your fellow members, you will become an Eagle Scout. Though the words you use are similar to those by which you joined Scouting, they will mean more now than they could have meant at any time in the past. When you pledge yourself on your sacred honor, you will be sealing your eternal loyalty to the code of the Eagle Scout, with the words which close the Declaration of Independence. All right, Tom, repeat after me.
Okay.
And make the Scout sign. Got that. All right. I reaffirm my allegiance
I reaffirm my allegiance
to the three promises of the Scout Oath.
to the three promises of the Scout Oath.
I thoughtfully recognize and take upon myself
I thoughtfully recognize and take upon myself
the obligations and responsibilities of the rank of Eagle Scout.
the obligation and responsibility of the Eagle Scout.
On my honor,
On my honor,
I'll do my best
do my best
to make my training an example of my rank
to make my training and my example of my rank,
and my influence count strongly for better scouting.
and my influence count strongly to scout.
Better scouting.
To
There you go, Talan. And for better citizenship.
better citizenship
In my home,
in my home,
in my troop,
in my troop,
in my country.
in my country,
All right, focus. And in my contact with other people.
in my contact to other people.
To this, I pledge my sacred honor.
To this, I pledge my sacred honor.
I got one last part. By the authority vested in me by the National Court of Honor of the Boy Scouts of America, it is my privilege and pleasure to pronounce you an Eagle Scout. May the oath you have taken remain graven on your heart forever.
What? Okay.
Scoutmaster Andrew, will you do the honor of awarding the rank of Eagle to Talan? Since the parents of this scout have been so instrumental in attaining the Eagle rank, I will ask that the honor guard please escort Talan's parents to the podium.
All right. The symbol of your success is the Eagle badge, which is now presented to your mother. Your mother will in turn pin the badge over your heart.
I have this.
Oh, perfect.
You gotta take it.
Didn't think that one through. Perfect. All right. In recognition of the wisdom and guidance given to you by your father, will you present him his eagle pin which he will be proud to wear in your honor. So there's your pin. No, but you pin it on your dad. Yeah, relax, Dad. Good. And now also in recognition of the many hours of patient guidance given by her in your efforts, will you pin the Eagle Mother's pin on your mother?
I do have pin on you.
Don't stab her. Eric, will you remove Talan's troop neckerchief and dress him in his eagle neckerchief? Perfect. Good job, Eric. All right, so Talan, it's now your turn. Will you present your Eagle Mentor pins? You guys can have a seat.
What? Do you have to read anything on this or just my own stuff? No. Okay. Hello, everybody. Like Andrew said, I'm going to give pins to the people that have helped me the most in my scouting career. My first person I would like to recognize is somebody that has helped me for a very long time now. They've been there for me the entire time, guiding me, encouraging me, and of course staying on my butt about ranking up and getting my medal badges done. I admit sometimes I liked to take my time or put things off a little, but they definitely weren't going to let that slide. There were plenty of times I thought I'd do it later, and they were right there to remind me that later wasn't really an option. At the time, I might not have always appreciated the reminders, but looking back, that's exactly what kept me moving forward. They didn't just help me check boxes, they pushed me to stay committed, to follow through, and to actually finish what I started. And that's a big part of why I'm standing here today. All jokes aside, I'm really grateful for everything they've done for me. I wouldn't have made it this far without their support, patience, and it means a lot to me to present this mentor pen to Andrew Jenkins. Thanks for always being on my butt.
It was my pleasure. So I'll just add it to you.
Okay.
We got that for you
Thank you.
to put on since you're
Okay.
already in that.
Okay. The next person I'm giving a mentor pen is to someone that have helped me a lot on my journey to Eagle. Throughout every rank, she was there at each of my border of reviews, always asking me thoughtful questions and really pushing me to think and grow. Seeing her there every time meant a lot. It showed me she truly cared about my progress. She also helped me fundraise for my Eagle Scout project, which made a huge difference and helped me complete it successfully. Her support, encouragement, and dedication have meant so much to me, and I'm very grateful for everything she's done. Can Barb Jenkins come up here? My third mentor pen, I'm giving it to someone who has made a big impact on my journey to become an Eagle. Throughout this entire process, they have always believed in me, even when things got difficult or stressful. They never doubted that I could get it done. The kind of support really pushed me to keep going and not giving up. They also played in a huge role in helping me with my Eagle Scout project. When I ran into a challenge, they stepped in and helped me work through it, oh my goodness. On top of that, they helped me get something that I could afford at the time, which made a huge difference and allowed my project to move forward. That's something I never forget. The support generally and belief in me truly helped me reach this goal. I wouldn't be standing here today without this person. Can Uncle Josh come up? Thanks for everything. Sure. Thank you. Okay. My final mantle pen, I'm giving it out to someone who has been with me through my entire scout journey, and honestly, probably knows more about my scouting career than I do. This person has been there since the very beginning. In fact, they're the reason I even joined scouting in the first place. So if you'll ever wonder who to blame for all the camping trips, early mornings, and bug bites, it's them. But seriously, that one decision changed my life in a really positive way, and I am grateful they got me started. Over the years, we've done a lot together. We went went all the way to Florida Sea Base, where I learned that sunburns are very real and that I probably should always have it on me. We also went to the National Jamboree in West Virginia, which was an unforgettable experience. And by unforgettable, I mean a lot of walking, like a lot. I'm pretty sure we walked enough miles there to qualify for a marathon. We also worked on countless mail badges together, and when I say countless, I mean they probably deserve a badge for just putting up with me that whole time. Whether it was learning new skills or trying to figure out what I was doing half the time, they were always there helping me through it. But what really stands out is how much they pushed me, not just in scouting, but in school and in sports too. They never let me settle for good enough, even when I wanted to take the easy way out. They were right there pushing me to do my best. At the time, I might not have always appreciated it, but looking back, it made a huge difference in who I am today. They all supported me, challenged me, and stuck with me through everything. Honestly, they helped me more than anyone else on this journey, and I wouldn't be standing here today without them. So it really means a lot to me to present this mentor pen to Zane Jenkins. Yeah. Thanks for getting me into Scouts. That about my speech to my parents and that. Okay. Yep, I was standing.
Now, would the audience please rise? By virtue of the authority vested in me by the National Council of the Boy Scouts of America, I hereby present to you our newest Eagle Scout. Let's give a round of applause. Congratulations.
Okay, thank you.
Now you can do your speech.
In my ego speech and my speech to my parents, right? Okay. Okay, I got two speeches. First is my ego speech to everyone. First of all, I would like to thank all of you for coming to my Court of Honor today. It truly means so much to me to see so many friends, family members, and leaders here, people who have supported me, encouraged me, and sometimes even pushed me when I needed it most. Just having you all here today makes this moment even more special. Honor the rank of Eagle Scout is something I've been working towards for the past 5 years. When I first joined Scouting, I didn't really know everything that was ahead of me. I just knew it sounded fun, and to be honest, it was. But along the way, it became so much more than that. There were early mornings, long campouts, and few rainy nights, and definitely times when I wondered why I signed up for certain things. But looking back now, every challenge, every cold night, and every moment of hard work was worth it. I would not be standing here today without the people who helped me along the way. To my leaders, thank you for your patience, your guidance, and always expecting the best from me, even when I didn't always expect it from myself. You taught me important skills like leadership, responsibility, and how to keep going, even when things got difficult. More importantly, you taught me how to be a better person, someone who helps others, does the right things, and live by the Scout oath and Scout law every day. To my fellow Scouts, thank you for all the memories we made together, from campouts to hikes to all the time we probably got a little too competitive. You made this journey something I never forget. You also made it a lot more fun and a lot less boring. I don't think I would have made it through some of those long days without you guys, whether we were setting up tents, cooking meals, or just trying to figure out what we were doing half the time. Those moments meant a lot to me. And to the younger Scouts, the 2 younger Scouts we have here, I want to say this: enjoy every moment of Scouting where you can. It goes by faster than you think. Go on every camp out you can, try new things, and don't be afraid to challenge yourself. Earn as many medal badges as you can, even the ones that seem hard or maybe a little boring at first. Trust me, you'll be glad you did. And even when it feels tough, keep going. It's all worth it in the end. To my family, thank you for always being there for me. Thank you for driving me to meetings, campouts, and events, even when it probably was the last thing you wanted to do. Thank you for supporting me, encouraging me, and putting up with me up with everything that came along with this journey. I truly couldn't have done this without you. Becoming an Eagle Scout is not the end of my journey. It's just the beginning. The lessons I've learned through Scouting will stay with me for the rest of my life. I hope to carry these values with me into the future and continue to live them every day. I want to keep helping others, leading when I can, and do my best to make a positive difference. Standing here today is an honor I would never forget. It's a moment I will always be proud of, but more than the rank itself, I'm proud of the journey it took to get here and the people who were part of it. Thank you all again for being here and for being part of my journey. Okay, now the hard one, to my parents. Okay, my dad has been there for me since the very beginning. He's the one who took me to almost every Scouting event, no matter how far or how early. He was there to send me off to the big moments, summer camp, the National Jamboree, and Florida Sea Base. And he was right there beside me for one of the most important moments of all, my Eagle Scout Board of Review. Dad, I don't think you realize how much it meant to me to see you there, cheering me on and believing in me, even when I wasn't sure I could do it myself. From my very first Scout meeting, my dad has been walking right beside me every step of the way. Through the long days, the early mornings, the challenges that made me want to quit, he never left my side. He taught me the meaning of dedication, never giving up, even when I wanted to. Dad, thank you for every ride, every encouragement, and pushing me. You are one of the reasons Scouting has been in my life these last 5 years. And honestly, I don't know if I would be standing here today without you. Okay. And then there's my mom. My mom has been there cheering me on the whole time. She's been my biggest supporter, my guide, in my safe place. She's the one who pushed me to keep going when I wanted to give up, who celebrated every badge and every accomplishment, and who showed me that effort matters more than the outcome. She give me the gift of experiences I never forget, traveling to Florida and West Virginia, camping under the stars, making memories that will stay with me forever. But even more than that, she taught me what it truly meant to live by the values of scouting, not just to be prepared, brave, and helpful, but to be kind and being patient. She showed me how to treat people with respect, how to work hard with some complaining, and how to never give up, even when things get hard. Mom, everything I have accomplished is because of the values you have taught me. I wouldn't be the person I am today without you. And I hope I can live my life in a way that makes you proud every single day. To both of you, thank you for walking beside me every step of the way. The achievements isn't just mine, it's ours. Every early morning, every late night, every encouragement, every medal, badge, and rank. You were a part of it all. I love you both more than words can ever fully express, and I will carry everything you taught me for the rest of my life. That's all.
Wow, that was rough. The scouting program, as most of us know, starts off with Cub Scouts, and then they cross over and join into Boy Scouts. And, they age out at 18. Rarely do you see a young boy join Boy Scouts having never been in Cub Scouts. Let alone, if they do, they almost never stick with the program. Talan is the exception, as this is, as he did not go to Cub Scouts. However, one day Zane decided his best friend needed to join scouting. It took some convincing, but Talan finally decided to give it a try. He was hooked. From the first meeting, shortly after, we went on a hike and camped out, and he never looked back. I've had the honor of watching Talan grow up into a fine young man, always smiling and always willing to lend a hand. So it is with great pleasure that I award you with the Eagle pin. So I guess you gotta come up here. Yes, Dave. Oh, yeah. Where is she?
Should have told me that.
Yeah, sorry. All right. I would now like to present you with the plaque from the troop to show how proud the troop and committee are of your accomplishments. There you are.
Thank you.
All right, so now it's guest speaker time. So guest speaker, Mayor Mason, you want to come up here and say a few words?
Hi, Talan.
Hi, Megan Mason.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is truly an honor to be here today as the mayor of Clearfield to recognize Talan on achieving the rank of Eagle Scout, one of the highest honors in scouting and one that reflects dedication, leadership, and character. I also have the unique privilege of having known Talan before today. I had the opportunity to be one of his teachers, and even then, you could see the qualities that brought him to this moment: his work ethic, his respect for others, and his determination to always do the right thing. Becoming an Eagle Scout doesn't happen by accident. It takes commitment, perseverance, and willingness to lead and serve others. Talan, you've clearly demonstrated all of those qualities. So on behalf of Clearfield, it's my honor to present you with this plaque in recognition of your achievements and the example that you set for our community. Congratulations. We're really proud of you.
Bill, it's your turn.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Presbyterian Church of Clearfield. Talan Hutton, Eagle Scout. I like the sound of that, don't you? With this afternoon's recognition of your earning the rank of Eagle Scout, you now stand in very select company. To the best of my knowledge, only about 1% of all the Scouts who begin this journey actually earn the Eagle Scout badge. So you and your family are in very rare company. Earning the rank of Eagle brings with it some life-impacting accomplishments. You have learned the value of sustained work, and along with that, the willingness to defer an accomplishment in order to pursue a noble goal of value. Being an Eagle Scout travels with you throughout your life and your career. Not every young man can make such a claim. And as you have made this journey, subtle lessons by you have been learned. For example, in following your parents' lead, you've learned the importance of honor by mother and father. In earning the variety of merit badges, you've learned skills and gathered knowledge that will carry with you far into the future. In memorizing the 12 points of the Scout Law, you learn the importance of loyalty, courtesy, and kindness. And yes, there's more. You have learned that there will be times in your life to come when you'll need to be brave, so be brave. Your parents and your Scout leaders have taught you the importance of cleanliness in thought, word, and deed. Keep in mind what you think, what you say, and what you do matters. And lastly, you've learned the eternal importance of reverence. I strongly encourage you to build a relationship with God, and then with great determination, pursue that relationship. So I say then in conclusion, well done, Talan. Very well done. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Would anybody like to come up and share any of the scouting memories they have of Talan? Yeah, I figured as much.
You stay down, Bradley.
Okay, so Mary Mason said in his little speech that Talan always does what's right, but Talan doesn't like to do his homework. That's not right. Something else that Talan's not very good at, he's not very good at tying knots. Talan's, I don't know how he's made it this far.
Me neither.
Yeah. And attended summer camp, how messy it was. And my carpet.
The carpet that you beat me a couple times with.
Because you didn't keep it clean. Jamboree?
What's wrong with Jamboree?
I don't know. Jamboree. Talan and I earned a total of 8 merit badges at the National Jamboree. in the 10 days that we were there.
We was working hard.
Yeah, and 2 of those days, they didn't even have the stations open. What other scouting memories do I have? I remember your first hike.
My first hike.
First hike, it was literally the weekend after Talan joined. We went straight into an 8-mile hike.
I held in.
Yeah, survived. Anything else that I'm missing?
Sea base.
Sea
We did a
base?
whole bunch of fun stuff down there.
We did do a lot of fun stuff at Sea Base.
Like getting energy drinks every day. That was a good fuss.
Oh yeah, every day Talan and I tried a new flavor of Monster while we were going down to Sea Base. What? What? Spotlight? Oh! Oh my goodness. Oh. I forgot about the spotlight. Talan dropped the spotlight in the water off the back of our sailboat, and it stayed on, and it floated in the water. Talan didn't want to go in and get it, and I didn't want to get my clothes wet. So I stripped butt naked in the middle of Florida, in the middle of the night, to swim out and go and grab this spotlight. Talan's fault. He didn't even want to go and get it. So I had to make up for his mistakes.
I didn't want to get butt naked. Okay.
You didn't have to. You could have went and got your swimsuit. Oh my goodness. I feel like there's a lot more that I'm forgetting. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
Okay, bye everyone.
I think Brad wants to come up. I know you got some stories, Brad.
No?
No? Okay.
Anybody else? No? All right. Talan. The process of earning one's Eagle Scout award does not end with this ceremony. I have confidence that you will honor scouting with your life and service as today scouting has honored you. The eagle soars high and seeks to rest only upon the lofty peaks. As an Eagle Scout, you too must soar high. You must not swerve from the path of duty. You must strive to obtain that which is the highest and noblest in life.
What? Oh, I read that.
Yeah, that's you.
Okay. Thank you, Andrew. I will do my best.
Wow, all right. All right, Scoutmaster Minute time. What can you learn from the turtle? First, we see his shell, his armor. This means his means of defense. We are like the turtle in that we have many ways to protect ourselves. Our instinct to draw away from danger, to shelter ourselves from it. For example, Secondly, we see the turtle's persistence. He's slow, he's plodding, but he also gets where he's going. His persistence is memorialized in the age-old story of the tortoise and the hare. The persistent tortoise outlasted the showy, flashy, and very fast hare. We can learn from the turtle that our greatest accomplishments do not come from skill alone, but require our persistence in striving for the goal, such as our journey to the rank of eagle. Finally, we see that the turtle can go nowhere unless he first sticks out his neck. Again, we are like the turtle in that we accomplish nothing until we dare to stick out our necks once in a while. Dave?
By the authority vested in me as a representative of Troop 2, I declare this Court of Honor now complete. I would ask the Scouts to stick around to get pictures, so after you do your flags, then don't disappear. Zach?
Color guard, attention. Everyone, please rise. Color guard, advance. Scout salute. Color guard, retrieve the colors. Color guard, return to the ranks. Color guard, forward march. Color guard, halt. 2, I now declare this Court of Honor closed. Thank you.